Well, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. So, come back home. I've been back for a couple of days and then went and picked Adam up from the airport because we're going to start the workshop in Glencoe at the weekend. So we thought we'd head out this morning. Got fog at home this morning, so I thought we'd head out and try and get some images, and it's beautiful this morning. Beautiful blue skies above, but we've got this low lingering fog and just looks absolutely stunning this morning. So I'm going to try and get a few images here and see what we can get, but I don't think we've got too long because I think this is going to burn off pretty quick, so let's get cracking. Now, as I said before, it's fading so quick, so I haven't even had a chance to kind of walk you through what I'm taking here. But if I just move you around here and spin you around, you can just see where my camera's positioned here, and I'm looking at these trees back over this way. Absolutely gorgeous because you're getting the beams coming through the trees. In fact, if I just turn you around now, so you'll see exactly what I was looking at, and you can see I've got these three trees here that I was photographing. Now I'll show you the back of the camera, or try and show you the back of the camera at least. So I've got a pano crop set up, I've got the three trees kind of lined up, and the left hand side tree I've got kind of on the first third then and across. Now I've used the pano crop because I want to try and eliminate as much of that sky as I can, but when the fog was there was a beautiful separation behind it, and that's what I was concentrated on, with those beams coming through. Looked absolutely beautiful. Now yes, I've got this fence running off across here, you can see just along the bottom of the frame, but there's not a lot I can really do about that. I'm just going to have to accept the fact that that's there and include it in the image. But yeah, absolutely stunning. I managed to grab a couple of shots before the fog kind of moved away, because it's, with that fog not behind, it's kind of not really separating as much as it was. It's beautiful still, but it's just not got that separation. So hopefully these shots turned out. I managed to grab them really quickly, and if they did, I'll pop them up now for you. Now, what a beautiful start to the morning, albeit having to rush around and grab shots, but absolutely stunning just to see this morning. So yeah, I think that's the first image in the bag that I really quite like, and we're going to kind of go for a walk this morning. That was the idea, just to get out for a walk really. Not too much about the photography, but it was more about just getting out for a walk. But just beautiful, absolutely beautiful this morning. So because we've had these beautiful conditions this morning, we kind of decided just to chase the fog around and see what we can find. So come down to a local wood, see if I can find any images through here. I mean, the conditions are beautiful, but it's a wood I've always struggled with anyway, because it's quite busy, it's quite dense. But I was hoping that this fog was going to simplify things a little, so it's definitely a case of just wandering around and seeing what I can make of it. Beautiful morning though, it's absolutely stunning. This fog through here just makes it so different, so fingers crossed we're going to get something. So I've walked to the edge of the woods and you can see the fog here is just absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to show you the back of the camera now. Now with this you'll have to excuse the road noise, because not far from me here it drops down and onto a road, but I've just framed up this little shot here. Now I wanted it to be a pano shot, but it's not working, and the reason why it's not working is because I want to get more of that fall colouring at the top of the image, so I've had to go with 16:9. Now what attracted me to it is not just the colour in the frame itself, is that there's other elements, and the other elements are these two horses that are down by feeding troughs at the minute. And as that fog's given separation to the trees themselves, we have these horses which are feeding. Now you'll notice on the frame, if I just select my focus point now, you'll see I'm focused where the horses are on that lower third. I've got the trees themselves off to the right hand side as well, and on the right hand third of the frame. And then if I just have a quick look through now, you'll see all that fog through in the background is giving those trees nice separation. Then we've got the pop of colour across the top, and that's what really drew me to it. It's the whole scene itself. We've got the fog giving separation, we have the horses, and we have that pop of colour in the top, and that's what's really working for me. So simple enough. I'm having to raise the ISO quite a lot in here because I want a fast enough shutter speed to freeze the motion of the horses. I don't want them to move in the frame. So I've gone for around, in fact, give me a second, I can't see a thing without putting my glasses on. I'm at a shutter speed of 3/20th of a second, ISO 6400 at f16. And I'm just waiting for those horses to kind of move into a nice position in the frame. I've got it lined up, so I just need to take the shot, but I'm just waiting for the horses themselves to move across in the frame, and making sure I don't get any cars passing below. You can just see the roofs of them every now and then, they'll go through the frame, so I'm just waiting for those to get out of the way. But yeah, hopefully this shot's going to turn out. Just going to wait for a bit more of a dynamic look to the horses, and when I get that, I'll pop the shot up for you. It's a bit of a funny day in here today. This fog just keeps drifting in and out, and the wind picks up slightly, blows the fog out, and then it drops, and then the fog comes back in again. And the point is here, you really need to be reactive and be quick about your photography, because things change so fast in these kind of conditions. I've been in this woodland countless times before, and not once have I ever seen fog in here. And that's again what I mean, you have to be willing to be able to jump on it and grab those conditions while they're happening. There's loads of different images in here that aren't there without the fog, because it's just too busy. So reacting is really important, and that's what I'm doing today, is basically chasing this fog around wherever I can to try and find shots that work, because we don't get it that often. I want to make the most of it. Now this is exactly what I was trying to get at, is I turned up at this place here and I saw this shot, and the fog was quite thick, and you had all that separation in the background there. Now it's moved out again, and the scene is completely changed. It's far more contrasty, it's far more messy, and it's far more overcomplicated. So this is exactly what I mean about reacting. You really need to be quick. But sometimes by the time you've got it set up, it's already changed. So the quicker you can get these shots, get them lined up and get them in the bag, the better, because unless the conditions are going to keep changing, which luckily I think they are today for us, if we wait a little bit longer it might come back in again. But sometimes you don't have that luxury. Sometimes it just changes so fast and it's gone, so you really need to react to it. So with this next shot here, I'll be able to show you what I mean, because I actually managed to grab the shot while the fog was here, and now the fog's actually gone. You can see that the light's trying to come through, and it's so much messier. There's just so much going on here. There's so much contrast. The sky's really quite bright behind it, and there's very little separation in between those trees. and you start to see things where you've tried to minimise crossing over the trunks of the trees. You start to see more of that as the fog dissipates. So here is a good example of what I mean.
Remember my pool?
Well, it was the same as before because you got lost. How have you fared in there today?
It was good. I really enjoyed it. Yeah,
Good. Stayed awake through it?
I did.
Bonus.
Got a bit of jet lag.
Just a little. It's
It was, no, it's nice in there. Without the fog, though, it'd be really difficult.
Well, it is. I've been in there countless times and I've found very little through there because it's just so busy. So much going on.
I mean, it was busy. It was harder going even with the fog, but
yeah. But some beautiful light though today. We've been we were lucky in the last hour there. We got some really nice light through the woods.
yeah, it's good.
Hopefully, fingers crossed, we've got some good images there.
I know I did. I did about him.
Oh, yeah.
I always get good images.
It's all about you.
It is.
Right, thanks very much for watching us, guys. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next video soon. Take care. Bye bye.
And if you want quality, go and see my video.